Having done both jobs, what I can say is uh, when you're salaried, yes, you kind of know that we are, this salary is dependent on us making customers happy and bringing in new business. But you're almost like a child. Once you start getting the salary, children kind of expect that the lights will be on when they come home and the door won't be
Yeah.
locked and you won't be evicted. My kids expect me to put food on the table. They kind of understand dad needs to work for all those things to happen, but they don't expect me to let them down, right? And that's salaried folks typically have that mentality of, well, I get a salary, they're not going to cut it. I'm either here or I'm not, but I kind of trust the owners and the salespeople are going to do just enough to keep me getting paid. And when you talk about discipline with a salesperson, um, sales, and especially commissioned sales folks, they're the closest thing to owners a company has because they only make as much as they're willing to work. So if you're not willing to keep getting up every morning, calling new customers, driving 2 hours to see that same account, following up like that with everybody, someone else will take that food. You just know it.
Yep.
Some. Uh, I didn't need a mentor when I took a job as a commissioned account manager right out of college. I didn't need a mentor to say, "Hey, if you don't call that customer back, someone else will." I didn't need that. I knew it. I learned it right out of the gate that
Yep.
because
Yep.
I was that guy. I started with no accounts. So I was the guy calling and hoping that the other account manager was being lazy and not returning the customer's calls because that was the only way I was going to get a new deal. Was some other account manager dropped the ball, didn't show enough love, took a customer for granted. That's how I got every opportunity. Because think about it, what else did, I worked for GE, but there was Siemens and ABB and Allen Bradley. We all kind of had the same products, same technology. The only way to break into a new account was for the old account manager to take the customer for granted. That was the only way for that person to screw up in some way, right? Like price didn't buy me in
Yeah.
because even if I came in with price, if the account manager had a relationship, at worst, he would just lower his price and the customers don't want to change. They want status quo. So
Yep.
the only way to get them to change is that account manager to drop their guard. And so every new account I got, I understood I got that new account because some account manager quit working for that customer at some point. And so once I got a customer, it was burned in my head. You're gonna have to pry this one out of my finger. Like there is no way someone's gonna outwork me out of this customer now that I worked so hard to get them back. And I
Yeah.
think most sales reps, commissioned folks that started that way, that had to prospect, understand that inherently, and they just they respond to emails quickly, they respond to phone calls, they don't need to be told to return a phone call quickly. They don't need any of that because they know if they don't do it, they won't get paid in the future.